Hey guys, I'm Jerusha and you're watching Jerusha Couture TV. Seriously, you guys, life with a 1-year-old is the zhuzh. I just came downstairs and my hubby's up there with Mussy and I'm like, where are my eyelashes? And he was like, you what? And I'm like, my eyelashes. You know those fake things that I stick to my eyes with glue. And he was like, oh yeah, those things. Yeah, Mussy has one in his hand and the other one in his mouth. It's completely chewed off the strip, like. Today I am doing a kind of, you know what, I'm spilling the tea. That is what I am doing. I am going to chit chat with you guys and talk through affording luxury, my tips on it, or how I afford and afforded luxury, budgets for luxury. I am going to spill it. I'm going to tell you the truth. I get asked all the time, like, how do you afford this? Where do you get the money from? How much is that? How much? Like, money. So clearly people just want to know the zhuzh. They want to know, I guess, prices, what goes through your head and things like that. So I'm going to kind of straighten it out today, as well as giving you some tips. So if you would like to see that kind of video, then just keep watching. Firstly, I am definitely going to talk about, I guess, affording luxury, because that is my most asked question. Not only how do I afford it, how did I afford it, how can you afford it, is what I'm asked a lot. How can I afford it? I am a student, I am in uni, I am in college. I really want to start my collection, or I want to add some things to my collection, but it's just so expensive. How do I do it? I have one part-time job, you know, and I live with my folks. How do I do it? So that is what I'm going to start with, how to afford luxury. Obviously, this isn't a disclaimer, but I have to say, I definitely have to say, as, you know, an educated decision and I guess advice video, is that luxury in life, being luxury of food, luxury of beverages, luxury of items such as handbags, shoes, makeup, and luxury of clothes, should all come, possibly last in your life, whether you are a working adult, whether you still live with your parents, whether you still live with your guardians, whether you are, you know, a mother of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 kids, and you have a working husband, or you're a working mother and a stay-at-home husband. I am listing all of the options I can think of. Luxury should come last in life. So all of the cherry on top items, all of the extras, the fluff, the cream to life should come last. This is purely, obviously, you're watching YouTube on Wi-Fi, on the internet. So this is clearly a first world problems kind of video on advice. I don't want to hear any, you know, save Africa or there are hurricanes. That's not what this is about. Clearly you've clicked on this to get advice on how to afford those creme de la creme things in life and tips and tricks on how you can do it. So my number one tip, my absolute number one tip, hands down, if anything, is cutting, is absolutely cutting. And I don't care if anyone's going to say, oh, you know, every YouTuber or every fashion blogger says that, but, you know, it's so hard when I have this to pay and this to pay and this to pay. I agree. I'm not saying cutting things you need. Do not cut off your electricity bill if you're renting. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying if you pay your electricity, you pay your phone bill, you pay your gas bill and your water bill, then you pay your rent, and then you sit there and be like, oh, but I really want to afford that, you know, favorite from Louis Vuitton. I really want to afford that handbag. But then you don't set a plan of how to achieve that handbag. And that 3 weekends in between the possible achieving of going to the Louis Vuitton boutique after paying all your bills in between these 3 weekends, you go out clubbing, go out clubbing, go out clubbing, and then you want to go to Vuitton and you've realized you've paid your bills but you have nothing left. And you've literally spent $150, $150, $150 every weekend, and that's probably minimum these days of what it costs to go out clubbing and drinking and partying and God knows what else, cab fares, you know, like a cocktail on its own these days in Australia costs like 12 to 15 bucks for a good one. Now, I'm not saying everyone has to go and live a boring ass lifestyle. If that's boring to you, then do you. But if you want to go out clubbing for, you know, 4 weekends of every month, that 2 months is a Louis Vuitton favorite I'm not kidding you. It is so expensive to club and party and go out and drink. Putting away a little bit each, you know, paycheck is such a great idea, and not just to spend on luxury or spend on extra things in life, but for when you're older, for like a rainy day, which, you know, your grandma might say to you, put it away for a rainy day. That is such a great idea, and piggy bank ideas and things like that. I had 2 jobs, when I was young, McDonald's and Baker's Delight, a bread shop, to which both my best friend and I only lasted a couple of years and got fired. But I had 2 jobs, and then I had another job through college, fashion college. Every single paycheck I got, I would put the whole amount into my savings account, and then I would pay myself like interest on that savings account. And then I would take the interest, say, for the amount I left it in there, however long I left it in there, I then took like the interest from that account and I used that as spending money. So that was like my little tactic that I learned from when I was young. My father, luckily, is very savvy with things like that and taught me so well. He always used to say, the difference between Jara and Jerusha is I'll give Jerusha $10 and she'll come back with 20. Whereas I'll give Jara $10 and he'll come back wanting 20. Poor Jara. Poor Jara. Yeah, my first tip is cutting. And I would probably say my second tip is saving. So that whole explanation of saving. I'm a good saver. My husband probably wouldn't say I am. He'd be like, yeah, you're a good saver for a luxury handbag, but you're not a good saver for the gas bill. Okay, so that's 2. So cutting and saving is definitely my big 2 tips. My third biggest tip is I feel I am very much known as an advocate in the luxury community for the resale market. That is my massive tip. And you know what? There's no shame in the game, especially if you're starting. I think starting with the resale market or starting with the pre-love market is such a smart idea to get your foot in the door. And then you like have grown to a point where you can walk into Dior or you can walk into Vuitton and you can buy it new. I think the pressure to run in and buy it new, you may be seeing, you know, fashion bloggers like us who are unboxing new, but I think the comparing game is just really detrimental, especially if you're just starting. That does not mean that you have to strain yourself to a point where you have to try and afford a brand new Neverfull from the Louis Vuitton boutique. But if you went onto, you know, say Yugi's Closet and you found one for $400 less in fantastic condition, you've just saved yourself the cost or the price of a brand new mini pochette in the boutique. So it all works out, like it all weighs up. If you sit down and map out a great goal, like a great goal table of what you want to work to, it is so much clearer and easier to achieve. So that was my third point. Resale market, pre-loved, it's my heart. I am not ashamed. I have no shame in my game, and I feel like everybody knows that now. You can come for me. You can come for me, but trust me, I am all for the pre-loved, obviously, because I'm not gonna lie, I can't afford this stuff new. I really couldn't. The hand on heart, no way. And my fourth tip would be being savvy. So it kind of combines 2 sort of things in the fourth tip. So being savvy. i.e. not only the pre-loved market where you're going to find items, you can find items in great to excellent condition or brand new for less. So that's like, you know, that is like a sale or a discount on authentic items. And then there's being really savvy, such as if you watched my latest Gucci unboxing, I got this bag brand new off myteresa.com. myteresa.com, Net-a-Porter, Farfetched, things like that. Brand new items, brand new designers, and they are full price, but the sites have coupon codes, discount codes, promotional codes, they have free shipping codes. If you get on the email list, they send them out to you. They send you restocked notifications. Sometimes that comes with a coupon code, like for signing up, you know. If you be savvy like that, you can get discount, like this. Depends if it's a super popular item. You can get like 10% off. If it's got like 10% sale on the store-wide or site-wide with a few exclusions, you gotta sort through that sort of stuff. And you truthfully might be really savvy and find some secret little discounts. Okay, my other tip to this section, my other tip to the fourth tip is your birthday. Birthdays, holidays, Christmas, there are, you know, Passover, Eid, Diwali. There are all these different huge festivals, whether it's around religion, your birthday, holidays, your anniversaries, Valentine's Day. There are so, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, and now these Hallmark holidays have gotten so ridiculous. Like, I was speaking to Serena, they have to have like 3 security at Vuitton on like Mother's Day because they have to have lines. They just get so overrun in Bondi, it's nuts. Just wait till your birthday. My birthday's around the corner, but you know what, honey? I'm not expecting anything because no one, I've said this before, no one in my life ever would buy me luxury, ever. So I am over the hill, people. I am way over the hill, but you guys probably aren't. Say graduation, graduating high school, graduating uni, college, or getting your degree, getting a diploma, getting a master's. They call for a gift. Thank you very much. It's Valentine's Day. Where is my Cartier? Where is my Chanel? These dates are dates that you can put a wish list on. Obviously, your birthday, things like that. If you're going to get presents anyway, wrangle up all those people, put all that money together. I want to get a new Gucci mum on. That's what I really want. But that is definitely my tip. Events, holidays, birthdays, people, get that wish list out. Naughty or nice, nice, ding, thank you. Okay, my 5th tip. This is my last tip to affording luxury and just financially making it work for your life, for your lifestyle, whether it be a family or single, it does not matter. But this is my 5th tip, and it is integrity. No one ever says that in blog. You know, I've looked at some blogs on affording luxury or videos. No one ever says that. Have integrity, have patience, be incredibly patient for the item. There is no rush. If it is going to be discontinued, it is going to be discontinued. There is always another option for getting that item. If your heart is set on that exact one, there's always a way to find it. And the way I can prove that that's true is my Chanel boy bag. I hunted and hunted for that exact one. I was even prepared to buy it new in the boutique, which they're like $6,000, which I did not have. And I hunted, and it was the hunt. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I mean by the integrity and the patience and just being calm towards it. You don't need to start a massive argument and fight with your husband, run yourselves broke over trying to get items or it takes the joy out of it. I think the whole process of you know, whether you're shopping online, shopping resale market, or going and buying it new from the boutique, the whole process is supposed to be so enjoyable. Okay, now I am going to finish off with talking a little bit about what I personally do. Now, I know this is a little bit TMI to talk about, and crass, I guess, to talk about money, but I'm happy to do it. I am happy to spill the tea to you guys so you, I guess understand my psyche when I'm buying or looking to buy, or what I'm buying with and kind of how. When I sold my first collection, I took that same approach with saving. So anything that the collection then made kind of in interest or in growth, I then took and I bought my first ever luxury handbag, which was this Gucci Boston SUBBIE bag. If you followed my channel, you would know that. I bought that in Hong Kong in one of my buying trips over there in 2009. And that was my first handbag, and that's what I did. And from there I grew, but I grew in that same format. So, you know, then I sold more of my collections and I did the same thing, and I went and bought my Neverfull GM with my mum, my first Louis Vuitton handbag. I had my boutique at that stage. I did the same thing there. Anything that was like added gain or interest, I would then have like in a luxury kind of piggy bank, and then I'd be able to go and purchase. To me, the way I'll explain my budgeting for luxury is that my budget new is never gonna be these kind of prices, ever. So you can see my Hermes Birkin bag in the 35 centimeter. I got that off the pre-love market because there is no way, even if I was offered one, there is no way I could afford it new. In Australia, it is $16,700, I think, right now. Even if I was on the list, A, which is closed, B, if I was offered one, which never happens, I couldn't afford it. I just could not afford that kind of money at all. But off the resale market, I could afford it. And that was obviously my most expensive handbag. That came in at a little over 5,000 US dollars. And I had saved for that. I did a massive vlog sale on top of saving, but I was just so proud of myself for getting to where I got in my life, sort of financially, with all my real estate gain. And then I got pregnant on top of it, which was just like cherry on the top. Like I was so excited to be pregnant. So I bought myself that as like a milestone present to myself. But these bags off the resale market were not cheap, one, to me, but new, never heard of. I'm telling you, on all honesty, I am exposing myself, people. Jerusha is being exposed. I could not afford that. I walked into Dior the other day and I was like, no way. $5,700 on my Dior, my Lady Dior, sorry, studded that I really want. They had it in the pale pink. I was floored. I was like, oh my God, you had this bag? And they're like, yeah. And I looked at the price tag and it was like $6,300 and I died. I was just like, what? I can't spend that kind of money on a new bag. No way. But if I'm saving a little bit on the resale market, and it's under, I can definitely try and save to achieve that price tag. A price tag for new for me, however, I know now in my life now, and it has increased, that this is my price tag. Anything $2,000 and below, new in a handbag, is my price tag. I'm happy to pay that. So if I see a bag for $1,700, if I see one for like, you know, converted, it'll be $2,000. I'm happy to pay that. I can achieve that. I know that. So that should be another tip, really, is your boundaries. If you know you can achieve it, then put it on your wish list. If it's out of the question, brand new, don't put it on there to just tempt yourself. It's like torture. You're just traumatizing yourself, really. So that's definitely a tip I probably should put on there, is achieving an achievable goal. I will say just on the end here, investment pieces. Obviously, if you've been watching my channel and a lot of channels in the luxe for a while, you will know that the big houses, the big design houses hold their value. And to which ones, it's pretty obvious. Obviously, Hermes, Chanel, Vuitton. They are the three key. They are just the giants, and they, you know, they hold their value because they just demand it that way, really. They demand the luxury market, and they, yeah, they hold their own, and so they should as well. And when you sit and look at those three huge houses, to which one owns most of them anyway, LVMH owns pretty much everyone and wants to buy out everyone, it's really, you can see why they are so successful and so dominant in the luxury market and resale market. So I think that is it. I think I have covered everything that I wanted to cover. I think I've spilled the tea on everything that I wanted to spill my tea on, but truthfully I did want to share this with you guys. I've been wanting to do how I afford luxury video for quite some time. I do also have to do how I shop pre-loved, or shop on eBay, or those kind of videos. I do have to do that. But yes, that brings me to the end of my video. If you enjoyed that, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you are aiming towards your first piece of luxury, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below what it is. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already and you wish to do so, that would be really great, guys. There is a button below with a bell next to it. If you hit that bell, you will get notifications of all my new videos. I hope everybody is doing really well, guys. Take care. Peace.